Good morning and greetings from Northumberland. It's the 16th of July. We've just passed halfway in the month. And after all the rains which the Feast of St Swithin brought us yesterday, the Feast of St Osmond has brought us very little. It's brought us sunshine and a lovely morning. Osmond is associated with Salisbury, principally Old Sarum, but he's also associated with cathedrals, and that's interesting because, of course, Salisbury Cathedral is the great glory of that city. And he's really associated, for those of us who've worked in the cathedrals in the past, with the idea of the establishment of a dean and a chapter of the mother church of the diocese, and of the way in which the dean and the canons were there to assist and to encourage the diocese. Sometimes more observed in its theory than in its practice, sadly, nowadays, but the principle is there of governance and support, which goes back all those years to Osmond, who came probably over with William the Conqueror. And so we pray for cathedrals and for the ministry of great churches which can attract and support those around them. But I want to talk about the gospel today. The Pharisees are, as usual, conspiring to destroy Jesus. But there's a marvellous passage today in St Matthew chapter 12 when Matthew reflects upon Jesus' role in respect to the Old Testament and his role in bringing hope. And I want to read it to you. Many crowds followed him, and he cured all of them. And he ordered them not to make him known. This was to fulfill what had been spoken through the prophet Isaiah. Here is my servant whom I have chosen, my beloved with whom my soul is well pleased. I will put my spirit upon him, and he will proclaim justice to the Gentiles. He will not wrangle or cry aloud, nor will anyone hear his voice in the street. He will not break a bruised reed or quench a mouldering wick until he brings justice to victory. And in his name the Gentiles will hope. Christ, the servant of God, anointed, chosen, beloved, comes to bring healing, peace, renewal, not only to the Jewish people, but Matthew, the most Jewish writer, makes the point here to all people. Not by crying out, but by bringing healing, peace and justice in our world. These are words of hope, and this is a different hope. Our country is taken up in the choosing of a new prime minister at the moment, and it almost seems like a strength test. But here Jesus is depicted as the one who serves, in whom God's Spirit brings healing, peace, justice, and all the other things. And so we look, when we look to Jesus, to a leader that has the concerns of everyone in his heart and in his mind. We look to the one who brings healing, peace to our world and to our lives. And so we ask for the blessing of God, the blessing of Jesus, on the people of Ukraine, with terrible atrocities in the last couple of days, with children being attacked with missiles. We ask God's blessing on us and upon all those who are weak and vulnerable. May God bless us all.